Heaven, the place we always believed to be the kingdom of absolute peace. But did you know that in sacred history, a great war once broke out right here? A shocking truth, leaving everyone questioning, is heaven truly perfect? Join us as we unveil this mystery and its meaning right now. For ages, heaven has been depicted as a perfect place, free of suffering or conflict. But what if we said that heaven once witnessed a fierce battle? Would you believe it? The story of the Great War in Heaven appears not only in one religion, but is also described across various cultures and beliefs with an air of mystery. So what really happened? Why would a place called perfect have conflict? Let us explore the answers. This story will take us on a journey full of mystery and profound lessons. This battle is not just about conflict, but a reminder of the meaning of loyalty and choice. Prepare to uncover the truth hidden behind the Great War in Heaven. We will start from heaven, a place where perfection once existed before the battle began. In religious beliefs, heaven is not just a dwelling for divine beings, but a symbol of ultimate peace. Let's begin with Christianity. In the Bible, heaven is where God resides along with the angels. But even there, an angel named Lucifer dared to challenge the authority of the Almighty. Lucifer's rebellion became the cause of turmoil in heaven. This shows that even the most perfect place cannot escape conflict when pride arises. In Buddhism, heaven is seen as the realm of enlightenment, but it is still within the cycle of birth and death. This implies that even the most ideal place cannot escape change and conflict. Heaven in Buddhism is not eternal, it's a stage before attaining complete enlightenment and breaking free from the cycle of rebirth. This makes us ponder, why must even the most exalted places face unforeseen conflicts? Could it be that the nature of all existence inherently holds imperfection? Even heaven reflects duality. Light cannot exist without darkness. These stories remind us that conflict doesn't just disrupt, but also drives change and growth. Heaven is not a place to avoid challenges, but where one learns to confront them. And perhaps it is those challenges that create the true meaning of perfection. So in these stories, what caused perfection to be broken? Was it pride and ambition that made everything imperfect? Or is perfection by its nature a concept that humanity can never truly attain? Why must even the most exalted places face unforeseen conflicts? Perhaps from those conflicts, we learn to appreciate what truly matters. Perfection is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to overcome them. The answer, perhaps, lies in harmony between humanity, ideals, and unavoidable challenges. And what do you think about these stories? Does true perfection lie in how we respond to disruptions, rather than avoiding them? And in these stories, could it be that imperfection itself gives true meaning to perfection? That is the question each of us should seek to answer. The most shocking moment might be the battle between Lucifer, once called the morning star, and God. In the Bible, Lucifer, out of pride, decided to rise against the Almighty. He led a third of the angels in rebellion, and a war broke out in heaven. This war wasn't merely a struggle for power. It symbolized the clash between greed and submission, between darkness and light. This battle not only changed heaven, but deeply shaped how we perceive good and evil. But the curious question is, if even heaven couldn't escape conflict, does perfection truly exist? Perhaps perfection isn't the absence of conflict, but how light always triumphs over darkness. Though heaven once had a war, God's light remains eternal, guiding us to unwavering faith. Heaven restored its peace, but Lucifer's story reminds us that pride can lead to downfall. Reflect, if even a place called perfect faced conflict, then on earth, faith and humility become even more crucial. Do not let pride dim the light within you, for that light is a gift from God. We always face a choice between light and darkness, and that choice will determine our destiny. The war in heaven reminds us that even in the greatest trials, light can illuminate the path back to God. Hold firm to your faith, for it is the strongest weapon against all temptation and darkness. In the end, God's light always leads us to peace, even when everything seems to be falling apart. The final victory does not belong to darkness, but to light, to God. The battle taught us that no matter the failures, there's always a chance to return to His light. Let your faith guide you, For God's light is always present to carry you through every hardship. God always opens the door for those willing to return, to find true light and peace. Pray and seek God's light to overcome all temptations and darkness in life. The War in Heaven teaches us that God's light is always the ultimate destination, no matter how difficult the path may be. In the end, God's light and love always prevail, bringing eternal peace and hope. From that event, the perception of heaven changed profoundly. No longer just a place of absolute perfection, heaven became a symbol of struggle, a struggle to maintain purity and order. The image of the battle in heaven is a reminder that even the holiest places must face challenges and conflicts. This reflects so much on life today. We seek peace, but perhaps peace is not merely the absence of war, but also overcoming conflict and holding on to faith. Peace is not something readily given. It's something we must build with effort and patience. Like heaven, peace is not absolute perfection, but the ability to overcome differences and build together. So can we use this lesson to build a heaven within our own hearts? Heaven is not a distant place, but harmony within the soul when we know love and forgiveness. When we forgive, we lay the first stones to build our own heaven. And when we hold on to faith, heaven is no longer just a distant dream, but a reality we can touch through simple daily actions. Like water flowing past obstacles, heaven is built through the challenges we overcome. This lesson reminds us that every act of love and kindness is a step closer to heaven within the soul. So what will you do today to build heaven for yourself and those around you? Start with small things, a gentle word, a kind act, or sincere forgiveness. These small things can spread and create great change, like a drop of water can start a river. And when we do this together, heaven is no longer an abstract concept, but becomes a reality where kindness and harmony reign. So heaven truly begins within us from the heart, through actions, and in each person's faith. Let the light within you be the lighthouse that guides yourself and those around you. And do you believe that every good act we do can bring a piece of heaven to the world? Remember, heaven is not far away. It lies within each of our hearts if we nurture faith and love. What matters is what you will do to build that heaven today. Heaven is not just a place we wait for. It is something we can create here and now. The Great War in Heaven, though a story filled with sorrow, delivers a powerful message. Perfection is not a state of stillness, but a journey of defending goodness against trials. And for humanity, this story raises a bigger question. What can we learn from these conflicts? Perhaps heaven is not a pre-existing perfection, but a goal each person must strive to achieve in their heart and in their relationships with others. This story highlights one truth: no place is truly perfect, but the will to overcome trials is the key to maintaining peace. We are reminded that no matter how hard it gets, the strength of will and faith is the foundation for achieving heaven within ourselves. The journey to heaven is not just a destination, but how we live each day with compassion, love, and humility. Begin your journey by preserving peace, seeking God's light, and spreading love to everyone around you. For in the end, what matters is not how many challenges we face, but how steadfastly we overcome them. What does the story of the Great War in Heaven make you think? Do you believe heaven is still a perfect place after these events? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to never miss more meaningful stories. If you enjoyed this video, explore more content about Bible stories on our channel. Thank you and see you next time.